Hey guys, so I had a minor malfunction today. When I went to put my phone on my tripod mount, I broke the mount. Oops. So I apologize for the shaking. I am holding my phone right now to do this live. Anyways, so today I want to talk to you guys about budgets. Now it's white noise at this point, right? We all know that budgets are important. We all know that we should set one up and that we should follow it. But it seems to be insanely hard to actually put into practice. And I struggle with it too. Come around the holidays and my food budget gets blown out of the water. Mostly just because we're traveling. It's a lot easier to just say, okay, we'll run through the drive-through but when you're traveling 4 or 5 times on a holiday weekend, during a holiday month, that adds up. So we need to talk about getting a budget set up. And if you've never had a budget, or if you had a budget but you've never followed it, the first thing you want to do is not budget. Wait, what? Yeah. The first thing that you want to do is track your expenses for a month. Hold on to your receipts, get a spreadsheet, do whatever you need to do. Follow what you're actually spending on. See how it adds up. See where your money's going. Are you buying toys for kids that you don't need to? Are you picking up outfits because they're oh so cute, but you really don't need another onesie or another pair of pants or another sports bra because you have 20 others at home? But you need to see where your money's going to start, okay? Now, once you have a month's worth of, this is everything that we're normally spending on. Don't try and start this during the holidays. Don't. Just save yourself the headache. Wait till the holidays are over and start then. So once you have your month of expenses and you can see, that we're spending this and this and we're buying the 6 packs of toilet paper and we're doing this and we're eating out like twice a week, 3 times a week, every other night, whatever. Once you can see all of that, that's when you sit down with your budget, okay? So you're going to sit down, you're going to look at your budget. You want to start with, obviously, what you're bringing in. So you need to figure out all the sources of your income. And I'm not talking what your annual salary is, if you're annual. I'm talking what you're actually bringing home after taxes are taken out, okay? Because taxes, health insurance, whatever else is getting taken out of your paycheck can be a significant chunk. So you want to be basing your budget on your actual paycheck that's being deposited into your account. And then you add up any source of income that you've got. So if you've got a side hustle, add that in. If you have you're mowing lawns in the summer, add that in. If you have two paycheck jobs, add both of those paycheck jobs in, okay? You want to know what you're working with, all right? And then you're going to go into your expenses, and you want to start with your bills first, because you got to make sure all your bills are covered, okay? And you can just do a category that's bills if you want, or you can break it up into, say, like insurance, or if you have a mortgage, you can break it into mortgage, utilities, insurance, however you want to break it up. It's better to start basic and then break it out when you decide what it is you actually want to see, okay? And I have some examples, so we'll see if my screen will let you see. So here's just a really, really basic budget spreadsheet, okay? See? Just super, super basic. Now, if you wanted to, hold on a second, you could do, this is the one that we use. It's a lot more detailed, but we're also following different things for different reasons. So, okay. Whoops, sorry, there's my hand. So, it's always better to start more basic and then break it out when you decide what you want to specifically track, okay? So once you get your bills covered, then you want to start looking at your incidentals, because your incidentals are where you're going to cut first. So if you realize that you're buying a coffee every morning on your way to work, you might want to decide how important that coffee is if you're living paycheck to paycheck. Just saying. But it could also be, excuse me, that you decide that your cable bill is what you want to cut, that the coffee is essential, but watching TV, because you also have Netflix or Amazon Prime, is kind of a bonus, and that's what you cut. So you have to look at your incidentals and figure out where you can trim, and that really is the hard part that nobody can answer for you, but there are some ways that you can save money on things that you're spending on, and I'll go over that in another live in a couple of days. But so like I said, you want to do your 1 month. Don't do it on a holiday month. You will just drive yourself crazy. You want to do your 1 month of just normal spending so you can get an idea of where you're spending on. And then you want to do some sort of a spreadsheet. I love spreadsheets. I prefer spreadsheets. You can do it by hand, but it's going to take more time and it's going to be less likely that you do it. Go on, if you don't have a computer or you don't have Microsoft Word, Office, on your computer, go on Google Docs. This doesn't even have to be something that you do at home. Go to your local library on a Saturday. Let the kids play in the little play area if they've got one. If they don't, sit them down with a book and use one of their computers and log into Google. Do it on Google. Now, you can't get as fancy and the formulas are a little different, but if you're just doing a basic spreadsheet, Google Sheets works just fine, okay? And then the other thing that you want to do with your budget is if you are budgeting specifically because you have debts that you want to pay off, you want to have another sheet that lists all of your debts in monetary order, okay? Because you're going to use that to track paying them off. And you're going to start smallest to largest so that you can get that momentum. And like I said, you're going to cut down your incidentals so you can pay these debts off, okay? So that's my tips for the budget. Get a spread. Even if you don't want to do a, you don't want to go to the library, you don't have a computer at home. If you've got a smartphone, download Google Sheets. If you search spreadsheets in the App Store, there are so many alternatives, okay? You can find something to make it work. If it's on your phone and you have, a lot of the banks have mobile banking now. A lot of them have apps. You can download their app. You can save their homepage you can save their website to your homepage, which will allow for easier access. And just, you can do it, okay? It's a pain in the butt when you're first starting, but once you start hitting those goals, David and I paid off both of our cars. That was probably the best feeling in the world when we paid off both of those cars, because one is only 2 years old, if that, and the other is a year old, and they're both paid for, right? That's pretty good feeling. And we did it because we budgeted and we watched our spending and we knew what we had coming in, and then whenever we had extra, it went straight to paying off whatever vehicle we were paying on at the time, okay? So just remember, get a spreadsheet program, do your first month of tracking, and then figure out where you can cut. And I have some money saving tips coming next time, and that will be on Monday. So you guys have a great Mother's Day and a great weekend, and I will talk to you later, okay? Bye.